Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome back to Weather on the Go, all your weather coverage. In today's video, we'll be breaking down the weather pattern over the next 7 to 10 days and to give you information on what you can expect all across North America and in the tropics on this video as well. If you are new to the channel and have not yet subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. It's absolutely free and you get detailed weather breakdowns on North America and the tropics right here on this page. And also be sure to press the like button. It's the thumbs up button down below the video. It helps to get this information out to as many people as possible. So looking here at the geopotential height this weekend, this basically just shows where the ridge is in the west. The ridge is where we have the warmer temperatures, and the trough that's in the east across southeastern Canada and the northeast, that's usually where we have the cooler temperatures. So seeing across the northeast, we got a storm system out here. We have a trough that's going to be bringing some unsettled weather to portions of the northeast. Where we have a ridge, we're going to have drier conditions across the Rockies, the western half of the United States going through this weekend, and much warmer temperatures as well. So let's look here ahead to the temperatures that are expected this afternoon. These are your high temperatures. We do have some return flow across the south central United States. Temperatures will be back into the 80s, if not into the mid 90s, down through much of the Lone Star State here of Texas. 93 there into Dallas, Fort Worth, 93 into Wichita Falls, and 94 perhaps into the Abilene region as we go into this afternoon. As expected, though, up near the trough across the Great Lakes in the northeast, temperatures will be held down into the 40s and 50s for highs as we have some more unsettled weather, some cloud cover, and just general cool temperatures in association with that trough up there across southeastern Canada and into the northeast today. As we go into tonight, though, we will be seeing temperatures crashing back into the middle and upper 30s, so some patchy to even widespread frost may be possible into areas into the northern Great Lakes region and interior New England as we go into tonight. Much warmer, though, down across the southern plains and near the Gulf Coast, where we have that return flow. Temperatures will be hard pressed to get much below 60 degrees as we go through tonight. And then waking up, going through your Sunday afternoon, much of the same cooler temperatures across the Great Lakes and Northeast, and then warmer temperatures with that return flow again back across the central and southern U.S. That's where we have those 80s and 90s, which is anomalously warm for this time of year. Now let's look at the precipitation across the country in southern Canada as we go through today. Like I mentioned, we do have that low pressure system just off of Cape Cod there east of Boston, Massachusetts, and you see that wraparound moisture that's in the form of some light to moderate rainfall across portions of the northeast as we go through today. That'll be lingering around through tonight. More scattered rain showers across the northeast, not a continuous rain for everybody, much more coverage of showers and even some snow showers at times sneaking in up there towards Ontario and Quebec, Canada into tonight. And then as we go into Sunday, much of the same. So we're seeing a drier real estate across the United States with the high pressure system in control today, tonight, and into Sunday. The only real problems we have is across southeastern Canada into the northeast, where we have showers and even some snow showers working in from time to time quite frequently as we go through this weekend up there. It will be adding up with our rainfall totals across the northeast with this storm system, so make no mistake about it. It's going to be a gloomy weekend, lots of cloud cover, lots of rainfall out here, and we could be seeing some healthy totals as well from Maine back through Vermont, New Hampshire, upstate New York, and then down through Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, even parts there of Long Island, seeing some heavier rainfall as well. Widespread 1 to 3 inches of rainfall is on the way across these regions, and even some isolated areas, perhaps over 3 inches of rain going through the next 48 hours. This could be leading to some flash flooding concerns. Now, it's on the lower end of the spectrum, but we could be seeing a marginal risk of flash flooding from west central Maine back through Vermont, New Hampshire. So a lot of hilly terrain up here, so make sure if you're traveling across these regions that you just take it slow and avoid flooded roadways. That's the most important thing. Turn around, don't drown. That's what we always say. And this takes us through your Sunday afternoon. But looking through next week, this is the new work week. Looking at temperatures, we're going to have a nice warm up across the heartland of the country. Temperatures 10, 20, even 25 degrees above average for this time of year by the time we get to Monday, October 23rd. And then by the middle of the week, much of the same, 10 to 20 degrees above normal for the eastern half of the United States, starting to cool off across the western and really the northwestern side of the country here. Temperatures will be crashing a good 35 degrees below normal up there into Montana, especially as we go into Wednesday. And then as we go into Friday next week, we got a major storm system and a very strong cold front that is going to send a shock wave of cold air through the country. We're going to be seeing temperatures ahead of that front 30 degrees above normal, but behind it, some biting cold air with temperatures getting back 30 to even 40 degrees below average for this time of year. That is as we get into Friday, even Saturday and Sunday next weekend. So this strong storm system will be packing a punch as we go towards later next week. Just looking at temperatures to start the week, like I said, we have that cold front well up in Canada with that storm system not yet fully developing across the country here. So out ahead of that, temperatures will be well into the 70s, 80s, very anomalously warm for this time of year. So make sure to get outdoors, go for walks, go for jogs, just enjoy the outdoors for late October. It does not get much better than this, folks. And then as we get into Friday to end the week, yeah, here comes that cold front. Temperatures will be crashing behind it, and it's going to be back to reality here with fall and even winter-like temperatures behind the cold front, more spring-like temperatures into the southeast, the mid-Atlantic, and even the Gulf Coast, ahead of it with temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Now, we do have to keep an eye on the transition period between the very warm temperatures and the very cool temperatures behind that. The clash of the air masses could lead to a rather significant storm system that we'll have to keep an eye on towards late next week and more so into next weekend. So let's take you through the next 3 model runs here, the main models that we do look at here. This is the ECMWF, this is the European model, and this shows a stronger solution with the low pressure up there toward Lake Superior and the UP of Michigan. That sends a cold front down through the Mississippi Valley. This solution would lead to some heavy rainfall at the very least, but even some severe weather across the Midwest down into the Missouri Valley with snowfall on the northern side into southern Canada. That could add up to a few inches there with this model run. Now looking in comparison, same time frame, this is the GFS, this is the American model, and you can see a lot colder air comes further south, so we have a lot less moisture because the colder air is drier than warmer air is. So that's one aspect of looking at it, and also it pushes that storm system a little bit further off to the north and east is a faster solution as well. And then you look at the GDPS, this is the Canadian model, and it's kind of in between. It has a weaker system moving through overall, some snow a little bit on the northern side into southeastern Canada, but more of a rain system with a few thunderstorms, not really looking at severe weather, not really looking at flash flooding or anything like that, just kind of an in-between solution as we go towards next weekend. So we'll see how it works out. There's 3 different solutions there. All 3 of them say different things right now, and all we can do is wait to see what happens as we do get closer. And I will keep you updated on that as well. Something we're also keeping an eye on in the North Atlantic Ocean is Hurricane Tammy. We've been keeping an eye on this storm for the last several days, and this is just approaching the Leeward Islands and actually impacting us there into the Leeward Islands today. This is a 997 millibar low. This is a hurricane as we go through the day today and even into tonight. Then as we go into Sunday, the system pushes off to the north and west as we do have some land interaction. This may weaken a little bit, but it does look to remain mainly a hurricane through the entirety of its duration through the middle of next week. It's going to start to move further off to the north and west, barely clipping Puerto Rico just to the north and east there with the center of low pressure, and then this is going to start to boomerang itself out to the north and east and just to the east, or Bermuda still as a hurricane Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So this is something to keep an eye on. Right now, maximum sustained winds of 80 miles per hour. Movement here is west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We have hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings, tropical storm watches, and stuff like that across the Leeward Islands and very close to Puerto Rico there. throughout this weekend and into next week. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, supporting the page, your generosity. I do appreciate it. Make sure to share this video if you want to share this information with more and more people, with friends, family, and on social media, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I do truly appreciate it. Otherwise, give me a like down below with the like button, and I do appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you are new so you get detailed weather breakdowns across North America and the tropics, and I hope everybody has a great weekend out there.